What's up, guys? So today we're doing the Rubik's Cube mile. So for every lap I have to solve one Rubik's Cube. Now once I solve the Rubik's Cube I have to put it down and then I can start running. If I don't solve the Rubik's Cube when I put it down, that is minus 10 seconds. Let's see how fast I can do this mile. Alright guys, we're off. So my first Rubik's Cube I have to solve is the 2x2. Now the 2x2 is the easiest Rubik's Cube to solve, so it only take me 15 to 20 seconds to solve. Now, I'll let you guys know that my goal in this video was to break 9 minutes. So, you guys can comment down and guess what time I got. So boom, we're off. Now my first lap, I wanted to go out fast because I knew on my second lap I have I would say my hardest Rubik's Cube. It's a 3x3. But it's my old speed cube, so it's going to take me longer to solve than my new one because it's a little more stiff. So I thought that's probably going to take me the longest or the second longest to solve. So if I start out a little bit too fast, it'll be alright because I'll have, a good amount of rest, in between each Rubik's Cube. Now I'm coming down the home straight right now, and I'm feeling pretty tired because I went out a little too fast, so I did have to slow down just a tad bit, just so I wouldn't kill myself. But I am keeping a solid pace. Now, I started doing Rubik's Cubes when I was like 15 years old. I did a bunch of Rubik's Cubes, and I don't drink. Most people do a beer mile, so I decided I was going to do the Rubik's Cube mile. Okay, so now we just finished my first lap, and we're coming in with the 3x3. So this is, again, my old speed cube, so it's a little more stiff. It's not as easy to move, but I can definitely solve this in a good time. So my fastest time I've ever solved a 3x3 Rubik's Cube is around 29 seconds, 30 seconds. I don't know exactly what time I have, but around that time. My average is around like a minute to 55 seconds, but right now my hands are cold. My hands are cold and sweaty because it's like cold outside, but I'm also sweating. I'm tired because I just ran that lap a little too fast for what my mile pace is. So I'm feeling tired. I'm not able to move this thing that quickly, but I'm trying to make sure I can get this done under a minute because that was kind of my goal, is to be able to do these under a minute. So I'm trying to make sure that when I'm solving the cube, I'm not doing any mistakes. Even though I'm not solving it as fast as I can, I'm not moving as fast, I don't want to make mistakes. Now with the 2x2, my fastest time is 8 minutes, or 8 seconds I should say, sorry. And now we're going out on my third lap. And on this lap, I just wanted to maintain a solid pace. I didn't want to go as slow as I was on my last 100. But I didn't want to go as fast as I was on my first 100. So we're coming in here at 600 meters. And honestly, at this point, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty solid. I don't feel like I went out too fast on this lap. I feel like I've kind of got my energy back a little bit because I got that whole minute of rest. So now I know not to push myself too hard on this because I still have 2 more laps left. So I want to make sure that I'm, keeping my energy. Now, on this lap coming up, I have a Rubik's Cube called the Pyramix Cube. It's just a pyramid. It looks really hard when you'll see it up here, but it's actually easier to do than your standard 3x3, but it's a little more difficult. It takes a little extra time for me than the 2x2, but I would say overall you can solve it pretty quick. So I think my best time on this is probably around like 10 seconds or so, 12 seconds. I know my average time is around like 25 seconds, but I end up solving this one actually really quickly so I can get on to my third lap. But I love doing Rubik's Cubes. I think it's a great thing. I think it really challenges your brain in a different way that I don't normally get that challenge. So we're on to my third lap right here. On this lap, I am feeling tired, especially after I did that Pyramix really fast. I am like, oh crap, like I wanted to get a minute rest and I didn't get that. And so now I know I have to really maintain my speed at this point, because this is just like every other mile. On the third lap, you want to slow down. You don't want to keep going at that same pace because you're hurting. But I know in the back of my mind that I'm going to come back and solve another 3x3 for the last bit, and that will give me close to a minute rest, especially being tired. I might get a minute rest on that, which will give me enough time to be able to kick on my last lap and see if I can actually break that 9-minute barrier that I wanted to break. So I'm trying to make sure I'm maintaining form when I'm doing this, make sure I'm pumping my arms, maintaining form, and right when I get here I am exhausted. I do not even want to solve this 3x3 at this point, but I do have my speed cube. This is my brand new speed cube, so I know I can actually solve this a lot faster. So I know, it's going to be a little bit easier to move with my fingers, so even though I'm tired, it's not going to get stuck like my old 3x3. If you guys are trying to get into something like this, like Rubik's cubing, it's very simple. Go on YouTube and look up tutorials on Rubik's cubing and start figuring out how to solve them. And I want you guys to try this challenge and send it to me on my Instagram, which is Runner's Motivation. So go check out my Instagram, send that to me so you guys can try and see if you guys can beat my time. I'm not the fastest runner at the moment, right? My mile time's not that great. I don't have any speed, but I am pretty good at Rubik's cubes. So if you're a lot slower at Rubik's cubes, but you're a lot faster at running, it would be a good challenge for you. So try it out. Rubik's cubes are very cheap. You can get them online. I bought all of these for less than like 20 bucks. So right now, I'm on my last Rubik's cube. I am struggling, but I am almost done. Boom. Now we're on to my last lap. Now I know that I have actually a little bit of energy left. Once I got done with that, I felt like, okay, I got that minute rest. I'm feeling good, and let's make this last lap my fastest lap. Because I went out too hard on my first lap, so I realized, okay, on this last lap, I really want to kick. I really want to, run that last 100 at a solid pace because I want to get under 9 minutes. And at the moment, I didn't know if I was going to get under 9 minutes or not. I had my timer on, but I knew I needed to push it if I wanted to get under 9 minutes, and I knew if I ran really slow, I was not getting under 9 minutes. So I am kicking really hard at this point. I'm pumping my arms. I'm trying to make sure my form is perfect at this point. I'm not trying to be fatigued as much as I can. So I'm pumping my arms, I'm finishing this, let's go. Come on, you got this, let's finish this, let's go. Boom, and I finish my Rubik's Cube mile. Alright guys, so we just finished the Rubik's Cube mile. We ended up running that in 8 minutes and 47 seconds. So if you guys want to try the Rubik's Cube mile, it's 2 3x3s, a pyramid, and a 2x2 Rubik's Cube. You guys have to solve one every lap like I did. See if you can beat my time. Send me your times on my Instagram, Runner's Motivation. I want you guys to check out one of my other videos and remember that subscribe button. Peace out.